Up next, we have our favorite gal, Sydney Tupie.
She's performing her drama piece. She's our co-captain and national qualifier. Here comes Sydney Tupie.
Hello, this is Sue Mengers, William Morris Agency. Well, hello. Well, I'm expecting an important call, and since we appear to have some time, I may as well tell you about it. So when I was just a girl, I didn't speak a word of English when we settled in the States. So the first few years were grim. Well, I would sit there on the school playground and I would watch the other children play together. Well, and Gladys Burton, the most popular girl, the star. Well, I looked at her, but I was too embarrassed by my accent to actually go up and talk to her. So the next day, well, I practiced over and over again. Hello, my name is Sue Mengers. No. Hello, my name is Sue Mengers. No accent. Hello, my name is Sue Mengers. Well, the next day, I walked across that playground. Well, and it may be the bravest thing I ever did. And so I'm standing here, and I'm waiting for a call from Miss Streisand. She who came up with me. She who fired me today. Rising to fame in the 1950s talent agent industry, Sue Mengers took on Hollywood, determined to prove her worth to her childhood self. And eventually, Sue shows she no longer belongs on the outside of the looking glass, especially on the playground of Hollywood. But when the applause stops and the illusion of the magic is exposed, Sue is left with nothing but the memory. Sue is no longer the toast of the town, but she gleefully toasts. I'll Eat You Last, a chat with Sue Mengers, a new play by the Tony Award-winning playwright, John Logan. Well, like I always say, if you can't say anything nice about someone, well, come sit by me. You see, in this life, kiddos, well, there's always a window. Well, I answered an ad for a receptionist at the William Morris Agency, and I scampered on through. And I love the business for the business. Because why be a king when you can be a kingmaker? So I went everywhere, and I met everyone. Well, charming my way. And what was I doing? I was crossing the playground. Hello, my name is Sue Mengers, William Morris Agency. Well, you want to be a thing. Well, make yourself that thing. My father, he could never do that. He was a feckless sort of man, honestly. So he got a job as a traveling salesman, which didn't make him scream with joy. And so, a few years later, my father, he kills himself. He wasn't sick. He didn't leave a note. And we never knew why. But looking back, I think it was this. He died of thwarted dream. And careful. The skin of dreams is so thin. You poke one little hole in all the air, and it hisses out. Well, my dream client, well, that was Barbara Streisand. And on the night I met Barbara, well, she gets up there on this tiny little stage with this funny-looking girl. Tragic, really. Well, and she shuffles around awkwardly. Well, and then I see her do something I'll never forget. Well, she has this guy adjust the spotlight for her. Like this 40-watt amber gel spotlight in the middle of this gay bar. Well, and she makes him adjust it until it's exactly the way she wants. Well, that's what a star does. And then she sings. So after the show, well, I marched right up to her and I said, well, listen, kid, you're going to go the distance and I want to be there when it happens. Sue Mengers, William Morris Agency. And she took my hand. So riding to the rescue on her white steed came Barbara Streisand. Well, and I speak figuratively. And Barbara don't do livestock. So in the blink of this proverbial eye, well, I'm living the life I always dreamed of. But when you're in the Barbara Streisand business, well, it ain't part-time. But you still love her. You should hate her, but you love her. And so I go to work for Barbara Streisand, and I play tough with Universal. I get Barbara $4.5 million, the most an actress has ever been paid. And they make the movie. It's a failure. And look, movies, they fail all the time. It happened every day, but this was a public humiliation for Barbara Streisand. And for me. And well, after that, well, I lose about a client a month. They've been leaving for a while, actually. And so maybe I was off my game. Maybe I was overconfident, and maybe when I crossed the playground and said, hello, my name is Sue Mengers. Well, Gladys Burton, she looked back and said, used to be. Hello, this is Sue Mengers, William Morris Agency. Hello, this is Sue Mengers, William Morris Agency. Hello, this is Sue Mengers, William Morris. You feel the backlash. These whispers, they roar. And so I'm standing here, and I am waiting for a call from Ms. Streisand. She who came up with me, and she who fired me today. And maybe this is what love looks like. So go ahead and cross the playground, because what have you got to lose? And after all, well, the credits, they roll sooner than you think.